Hi friends, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Koning, and today we are going to learn all about digraphs. A digraph is a very fancy word. Can you say digraph? Awesome job. So what is a digraph? A digraph is one sound that is made with more than one letter. So that means if two letters are put together, they make just one sound. Let's learn about some digraphs. The first digraph we're going to learn about today is when the letter C and the letter H is put together. Instead of saying k, h, C and H come together and make one sound. CH says cha, cha, cha. Can you say that with me? CH says cha, cha, cha. Like the word chick. CH is in the word chick, which makes it say ch-ick, chick. Let's learn about another digraph. The next digraph we're going to learn about is when the letter S and the letter H come together. SH says sh, sh, sh. Can you say that with me? S and H come together and say sh, sh, sh. Like the SH in the word sheep, sheep. The last digraph that we're going to learn about today is when the letters T and H come together and makes the sound th, 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 th. Can you say that with me? T and H come together and say th, th, th. Like in bath, th, th, is at the end of the word. Let's learn more about these digraphs. To do this, let's meet some friends who are going to help us. My first friend is Chad. Chad has ch, ch, ch in the beginning of his name. Chad likes things like cheese, chips, chicken fingers, and chess. Chad has CH in his name, which says what? Ch, ch, ch. Let's meet another friend who's going to help us out today. This is Shannon. Shannon has SH in front of her name. I know that when S and H come together, it says sh, sh, sh. Let's find out what Shannon likes. Shannon likes to eat sherbet, drink vanilla shakes. She loves to collect seashells, and she loves to go shopping. What sound does S and H make when they come together? Right. Sh, sh, sh. Our last friend that's going to help us out today is Theo. Theo has TH in his name. I know that when T and H come together, it says th, th, th. Let's see what Theo likes. Theo likes to eat Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies, thin crust pizza. He loves thinking, and his favorite school subject is math. What does the sound T and H make when it comes together? Right, the. Let's do some more practice with these digraphs. Let's talk about words that have the CH sound in it, which makes ch. What is this a picture of? Right, a cherry. Cherry has the sound ch, ch, ch in the beginning. Other CH words are chain, ooh, chocolate, and chick. Can you think of any other CH words? Share with someone at home. Cha, cha, cha. The next digraph we're going to look at is S and H. I know that when S and H come together, it makes the sound sh, sh, sh. Let's look at some words that have sh, sh, sh in them. My first picture is a picture of a shark. My next picture is a picture of shoes. This is a picture of a shovel. Can you find the SH in leash? Right, it's at the end of the word. SH says sh, sh, sh. Can you think of any other SH words? Share with someone at home. The last digraph that we're going to review today is TH. And I know that when T and H come together, it makes one sound. The. Like in thread, or in the number 3, or at the end of the word like tooth, or like the word earth. Can you think of any other TH words that have the sound th in it? Share with someone at home. And remember, when T and H come together, it makes the sound the. Awesome job, friends. I think you're ready to start learning how to blend digraph sounds together. Are you up for the challenge? All right, let's go. To help us sound out digraphs, we are going to follow the rainbow track. On the rainbow track, I have a rainbow line and some rainbow stops. Let's look at the first word all together. When I see this line right here, I know that there must be a digraph involved. When there's a digraph, there's 2 letters that makes one sound. What does CH say again? Right, ch, ch, ch. When I see these sound buttons, these are stops. So I know that there's one letter that makes one sound. So I know that I says I and P says P. So to blend these sounds all together, I'm going to very carefully place my finger on the rainbow tracks. So you can place your finger on your iPad, on your computer screen, a cell phone, whatever you're watching this video on. And you're going to very carefully move your fingers along the rainbow track and say each sound. So put your finger right here. I'm going to use the red pen to help you follow along. Once we reach the end of our stops, we're going to go all the way down here and we are going to blend the word all together to see what word we get. Are we ready? Get your pointer fingers ready. Let's begin. I know that CH says ch. I, p. Put it all together and I get ch, I, p. Chip. Like you're having a bag of chips. CH is in the word ch, ip, chip. Awesome job, friends. Let's try another one. My first step is to look at all of my letters, and I have to be on the lookout if I see any digraphs. Do you see any digraphs? Right. I see C and H. I know that CH says ch. Next, I want to look for my letters. I see the letter A, and I know that the letter A says a, and the letter T. And I know that the letter T says t. Let's blend this word together and see what we get. Get your pointer fingers ready. Start on the rainbow track, and let's blend these words together. Ready? Ch, a, t, ch, at, chat. Like you're having a chat with someone or you're talking with them. Ch, at. CH is in the word chat. Awesome job. Let's try another one. Remember, the first step I want to do is see if I see a digraph. Oh, I see a different one this time. I see S and H, and I know when S and H come together, it makes one sound. SH says sh, sh, sh. I have the letter I, and I know that I says I, and I have the letter P, and I know that P says P. Let's put these sounds all together and see what word we can make. Get your finger ready. Here we go. Sh, I, P, ship, ship. Awesome, like you went on a ship. SH is in the word ship. Awesome job, friends. Let's try another. Do you think you can try this one all by yourself? I bet you can. First step you want to do is see if you have any digraphs. After you do that, go through all of the letters in the word and remind yourself of what sound that letter makes. Let's review and see if you got that far. I see a digraph. I know that when S and H come together, it makes one sound and says shh. I know that O says ah and that T says t. Let's get our finger ready and blend these words together. Ready? Here we go. Shh, ah, t, shot, shot. Like you have to get a shot at the doctor's office. SH is in the word shot. Awesome work, friends. Let's do two more. The first thing I want to do is look for a digraph. I know that T and H come together and say th, th, th. Let's try to blend all these sounds together. I know that I says I and N says N. Let's blend these sounds together and see what we get. Get your pointer finger ready. Start on the rainbow track and let's go. The, I, N, th, in, thin. Right, like someone is very thin or very small. Th, in, thin. Nice work, friends. Let's try one more. For this last one, let's see what's different. Is my digraph in the beginning of the word or at the end of the word? Right, it's at the end of the word. Let's say all of our letters and determine the sounds. I know that the letter M says M. I know that the letter A says A. And I know that when T and H come together, they say th, th, th. Let's blend this sound together and see what word we make. Get your pointer fingers ready. Start on the rainbow track. And here we go. M, A, th. Put it together. M, A, th. Math. Like the school subject math. TH is at the end of the word. Awesome work, friends. Let's review what we learned today. I know that a digraph is one sound that is made by more than one letter. So if I have two letters, they come together, they make one sound. My first digraph that we learned today was the digraph C and H. What does CH say? Ch, ch. Awesome work, friends. What is another digraph that I learned today was when the letters S and H come together. When S and H comes together, what does SH say? Right, sh, sh, sh. And the last digraph I learned today is when the letters T and H come together. I know that when T and H comes together, it makes the sound th, th, th. Awesome work today, friends. Keep on working on your digraphs at home and see if you can think of any other words that have the ch, sh, or the sound in it.